Both of my parents were born in Cuba, and I was born and raised in Los Angeles with my mother, and since my dad lived in Miami, I was greatly influenced by the Cuban culture there. Living in LA, I was influenced by the hip-hop culture. Growing up, one of the first things my mom taught me was how to dance salsa. She put me in comparsas, and there were always family parties where we danced all night long, and the Cuban culture was just a very big part of me. But living in LA, I would listen to hip-hop with my friends, and I would find myself dancing salsa to hip-hop, you know, with the salsa movements and rhythms, but to hip-hop. And from before I could remember, I had this dream of combining salsa and hip-hop together and creating this style, because I think that both sounds and styles put together create this explosion of rhythm, and you just can't keep yourself from dancing to it.
Kurt Howell here with West Drive Entertainment. When we met together and we found that she was first generation Cuban and spoke fluent Spanish, it kind of brought us to the attention of why are we ignoring that talent. So after we kind of knew that we were going to be dialing Miami into this, we took the tracks that were written in Los Angeles with some great hip-hop songwriters, took the tracks to Miami, brought in Dan Warner, and dialed in the Miami sound so that everything worked in both Spanish and English, and put together the dream that she had always had of doing kind of salsa hip-hop. It took a lot of work, a couple years of finding the right direction, and she was a jewel to work with, a great songwriter, and it was really simple at that point.
The reason why I like writing my own songs is because it's how I express myself. It's how I share what I know with the rest of the world. And basically, the way I wrote this album was I was given a track by one of my producers, I took it home and I wrote a song to it, or sometimes I would write a poem or just some lyrics. I'd bring it into the studio and turn it into a song with other songwriters who would basically tell me, yes, say this, don't say that, say it like this. I learned a lot from working with different songwriters, and I really enjoyed the process. One of the songs that I wrote, called Para Siempre, I wrote basically because I'm a helpless romantic, and I wanted to write about what every girl dreams about in a romance. You know, it's not about what you have, and it's not about what other people say, it's about how strong your love is and where it can take you. Another song of mine, Intoxicated, is a little bit steamier. I wrote it because I liked a guy, and I was intoxicated.
The process of recording took about 18 months. About 2/3 through the process, we decided to stop and send her out on the road with these tracks and let her perform and get the vibes from the audience of how selling a song to the audience is paramount to being a total artist, along with dancing and acting and the vocal coaches of Ron Anderson. It's just put this all together so this package is ready to go.
Since I was little, I've been taking voice lessons and acting lessons and dance lessons, and I've had the real privilege of working with some amazing people. But I was really looking for that person to get me to the next level, and I remember watching the Ashley Simpson show and seeing Ron Anderson on TV, and at the time I didn't know who he was, but I knew that he was amazing. And I sat there and I just prayed, Lord, I really want that vocal coach, that vocal coach. And 2 years later, after researching and trying to find that person who can really get out of me what I wanted, I got his number from a friend, walked through the door, looked at him, saw the piano, and said, I prayed for you. You're the guy that I prayed for. And I had no idea it was him, but it was. It was totally awesome. And Ron has really taught me so much, everything that I ever needed to learn. His technique has really helped me in the studio. It's really helped me when I perform. I don't worry about, oh my God, do I sound good? What's going on? it just comes out so naturally.
We signed her to our production company after a year. We sent her to a movement coach, Sandra Chi. And Sandra teaches not only movement, but she's also a dance instructor. She's a choreographer. She was Janet Jackson's choreographer. So her dance is incredible. She can really dance well. We also sent her to an acting coach, Hank Behrens, who's developed a great stage presence. He's allowed her to really show her freedom on stage and to really develop that section of what we need to be done. This is a new sound, it's a new attitude, and she carries it off beautifully.
This album is about different experiences that I've had in my life, and I really wanted people to hear these songs and have a lot of fun with them and feel all the different emotions that we feel in life. You know, there's a lot of variety. There's really happy, fun, dancing, and then there's very romantic and passionate, and then there's heartbreak. And so hopefully people will be able to identify themselves with my experiences through my songs.
Didn't ever mean to run away. I know you believe me, you just do. You need to look inside and see the truth. Oh, baby, you know it'll be hard to leave it in the past. And baby, you know we shared a love that'll never go away. Oh, baby, you know we didn't fight enough to make it through the weather. Oh, baby, you know I always end up being the one. When I saw you, I didn't even really know.